Hello. I have some market prep that I need to do before a market this weekend, and I also had some thoughts. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone, and you're gonna listen to me yap because it's my account and I can do what I want. And you might be thinking, Lindsay, why are we outside? First of all, it's beautiful out here, so why are you complaining? Second of all, I have to put a seal, a polyurethane seal on these coffee spoon rest things, and this shit needs to be ventilated. Yeah, look at that. Look at that milky shit. I should stir this. I have an abundance of popsicle sticks, so we're good. We're good. Before I get into my sentiments that I would like to share, we'll do a quick spoon rest tour. I want to point out, I made all of these by hand, okay? Hand molded, sorry, not molded, sculpted, hand sculpted and painted. And I always hate putting the seal on because I always feel like it's gonna potentially lift the paint and ruin it, but it's gonna be okay. Quick tour. Little pumpkin. An array of ghosts. None are the same because I made them by hand, so they're all a little different. Got some strawberries. One egg, just one, because it took me a long time and it was hard. You would think it wouldn't be hard to get like an abstract shape like this. Wrong. And then just for me, I made a little catch-all dish just for me, not to sell another ghost, because I'm obsessed. If you've been following me for a while, you already know this. And now for my craft and yap, I have been working a lot and I haven't had time to be super creative in that time because I work like 12 or more hours a day when I am working. And I've now entering a period where I have some downtime, some days off in a row. And I'm like, oh, I'm really excited to get back into the craft. And it's a little intimidating. Not this, like I'm talking about writing. It's a little intimidating because I've been away from it for a second now. And this always happens when I take some time off where I'm like, damn, I gotta hype myself back up to get into the writing again. And I just had a book release and I just finished a movie, and you know, there's a lot of things that are available for people to take in, which is great, and it's fun, and it feels like an accomplishment. But at the same time, there's this thing, and if you're a writer or filmmaker or any kind of artist really, you know, being perceived as scary as fuck. And like, writing is hard and making movies is hard. Anything creative is hard. But I think the scariest part is that like, it doesn't really matter what you're trying to say or like what you meant by something that you said. Like, people are gonna perceive that shit however they want to. And they're gonna put words in your mouth and they're gonna project their own ideals on it. And like, listen, art was made to be perceived, but like, we live in an era where like people think that their interpretation is correct, like about everything. And you know, I don't need everybody to agree with me, but what I don't love is people taking something I have a character do, or a situation in a book or a movie, or something that I have a character say, and they perceive it incorrectly, or they perceive it as like my personal thoughts on the matter, which is really strange because like, I'm not writing these characters specifically from my point of view most of the time. Like almost every single one of my scripts or my books have a character that is similar to me, because I feel like it's easier to write that way because you can draw on personal experience, and like, that gives you a place to start, is to have a character that's like similar to you. But it's not usually the person spitting the shit that we don't agree with. Like, that's usually the person that you're supposed to criticize. And we just live in a world where like, people want to criticize you for what the bad guy says in the story, where what they're saying is like, you're supposed to disagree, but now we're interpreting it as my feelings on the matter. And so that's the hard part about writing, for me at least, because I know what I mean, and I know what I feel, and I know what I think. And you don't have to know all those intimate details about me, but you also don't have to make your interpretation and your perception of the thing like projecting that onto me. It's not cool. It's not fair. And I'm not down with it. And it's what makes writing so scary. And not even necessarily writing, but like releasing writing, releasing a movie, releasing a script, a book, an art piece. Like, doesn't mean you shouldn't do it though. People are gonna put whatever they want on you. Okay, that's my sign to stop.